Hi, my name is Dusty. No one wants an unplanned pregnancy, but is that fair to a fetus that can't defend itself? For those who disagree with abortion, the thousands of pregnancy terminations that occur daily signify the shocking disrespect for innocent life. To take or give life, that is the question. Abortion is defined as the termination of pregnancy and exclusion of embryo or for a fetus that is incapable of survival. If only the debate over the issue was as simple as the definition. Abortion is a prime example of the gray areas of politics. No black or white, just open for intersection. Those opposed claim that it is murder of the helpless baby who has not had the chance to live. However, the opposed say it is a woman's right to choose what happens to her body. There are so many debates over this subject, it seems like it will never be resolved. Everyone has a different opinion over it, but here are some information about the different viewpoints of abortion, the different procedures there are, and the side effects it has on the mother and the baby. Where is the line drawn between human and inhuman, or necessities and murder? Abortion, the beginning of so many arguments, is it even worth talking about anymore? There is an exception to every rule and opinion. There are more people who are opposed to abortion. These people are pro-life advocates. They argue the life of the baby over the mother's right to choose. There are several reasons why people who are pro-life do not support abortion. A main argument is that one is killing an unborn baby by murdering an unsuspected life. In a decision to have an abortion, they say they would be playing God. Pro-life advocates feel that a mother deciding to terminate her pregnancy is deciding something that God normally would. There are so many aspects of pro-life that can be interpreted in many more ways. The second debate is pro-choice. They feel that a woman's right to choose comes before anything and expresses the right to privacy. Pro-life advocates also bring in the idea of the mother's physical safety. Like, for instance, if the mother was raped, they feel abortion could be justified. Is it fair to strip a child of their mother before they get the chance to experience the life? Everyone will always have their own opinion and views, effects by different life experience in different situations. The history of abortion goes back thousands of years. It wasn't until the 1800s that abortion became legal in the United States. Before modern time, medical education, all sorts of surgeries, and oncoming medical procedures were not successful or safe, including abortions, making them very dangerous. Even after more medical advancements were made, women still had to go back to back alleys to get abortions for illegal doctors, which usually resulted in the harm of thousands of women. Then, many years later, in 1973, the Roe v. Wade case was brought to the Supreme Court, and they ruled the American right to privacy include the right to a woman to decide whether to have children, and the right of a woman and her doctor to make the decision without state interference. That's when abortion was made legal in the United States. Today, there are restrictions on abortion, but cannot be denied to any adult or woman. There are many types of abortion methods, mostly divided between surgical and medical abortion. Depending on how far along the pregnancy is, or how the unborn child is determined which procedure is used. The most used surgical abortion are suction abortions, dilation and curettage, dilation and evacuation, hysterectomy, and dilation extraction. The most used medical abortions are salt poisoning, prostaglandin, and now the abortion pill. The number of abortions everywhere have been changing throughout the world. Abortions began to decline rapidly between 1995 and 2003. The abortion rate for the world dropped from 35 for every 1,000 women. Since 2003 to now, the number of abortions fell by 600,000 in developed countries, but increased by 2.8 million in developing countries. In 2008, 6 million abortions were performed in developed countries and 38 million in developing countries. Abortion restrictions in Nebraska in 2014 is that women must receive state-directed counseling that has information to discourage her from having an abortion. And then there is a 24-hour wait before the procedure can begin. It is very important for women to be informed of the physical problems that abortions can cause. Women who had at least one abortion as a teen can deal with nightmares, guilt, fear, punishment from God, thoughts about the child they could have had. The common factor in all women who have even considered an abortion is fear. Fear is the most common emotion to affect a woman after and before an abortion. Women who have considered an abortion but didn't do it fear childbirth, the finances, how they are going to raise a child, judgment of others if they are married, and many others. On the other hand, women who have followed through with an abortion fear punishment from God for what they have done, their termination babies, and an abortion procedure, safety and future complications, and much more. There are so many gray areas with abortion, it's hard to decipher just what is wrong and right. Every situation is different and should be taken with different approaches. Abortion is a very touchy subject, but there is a lot of helpful information about it. Where is the line drawn between inhuman and human, or necessity and murder? There is pro-life and pro-choice, religious influences, activists, and doctors, all included in the worldwide controversy. One side says privacy is most important and women's rights are in jeopardy. Others says murder is the issue and a life is still a life. So many different views can probably never come to any agreement, which is why abortion has been such a widely debated topic all over the world. Abortion, the beginning of so many arguments, but there are exceptions to every rule or opinion that you can